Really fascinating, fantastic content. Often you go to these events and you sort of wanted to nip out to network, but the content today has been, riveting. Kept you in the room. You don't want to miss it. I think for me the big debate at the moment is 6 gigahertz. Allocated to Wi-Fi or to mobile network operators, and I'd seen it as a battle between Wi-Fi versus mobile network operators, and I'm obviously on the Wi-Fi side. What was a big takeaway for me was seeing that it's not just the Wi-Fi companies that want 6 gigahertz. It's also, the silicon chip manufacturers, the people like Cisco and HP. A lot of the companies, obviously the big Facebook and Google, want it as well. So just finding out that it was not just Wi-Fi players, it's a much bigger. It's actually become the mobile network operators versus the rest of the world, and the evidence is really clear that it's best to go to Wi-Fi. Right. Well, WAPA is an association of wireless internet service providers and fiber internet service providers. Anything that's fixed that ends up as Wi-Fi, if you like. And so we're an association that lobbies to the government, and our role is obviously to try and with this issue now get this allocated to Wi-Fi. We also have a key goal in growing smaller businesses. So we've got about 300 members that provide connectivity to business and to homes across South Africa. And our role is to look after them, grow them, help them succeed. We have about 4 conferences a year where we have one a year where we do a lot of really good training for their staff, and really help communities in South Africa try and develop little businesses that can connect their own communities up, and our role is to really provide training and guidance and helping them to do that. Yeah, so at the moment a lot of our members have been using Wi-Fi or open spectrum, which is the 2.4 gigahertz and just 5.8 gigahertz. We've created lots of businesses, lots of connectivity on a tiny slither of spectrum, and as WEPA, one of our roles is to just help, sort of fight out really, where different operators are on the same tower and they've got interference going on, and we just try and create a good code of conduct that helps our different members, resolve that sort of conflict. Well, if you have 1.2 gigahertz all allocated to that, it just eases that pressure and eases that tension so that they can then connect more people on the ground. We're in a situation in South Africa where only 10% of the homes have got Wi-Fi. The other 90% of the homes are reliant completely on mobile data to get connected. And that data, in the small slithers that they buy, that data actually costs them, the calculations I've done, is like 50 to 100 times more for data. So it really amplifies this data poverty and turns it into actually a data injustice rather than, and so the more spectrum we can have allocated to Wi-Fi, it just eases that problem and enables our companies to connect the people up. It's fantastic. It's really important, because if we're a voice in South Africa to the South African regulator and the government, they'll listen to us. But if then someone internationally is coming with the same message that we are, it just has an order of magnitude effect. So they're able to meet with the government ministers much more easily than we're able to. We're in the queue. They somehow managed to bypass the queue. Well, because of the great work that they're doing and the reputation that they've got, they can bypass that queue very justifiably. And so the work that the DSA does is critical. It acts as this international, reputable body that is echoing what we're saying from the ground.